Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thick and Thin Podcast. I am William Henderson, and joining me, as always, or going to be as always,
is Ebon.
Yeah. We did a pilot episode of sorts, and the audio was fucked up. So we were like, screw it, spend a bunch of money, and hopefully make it worth it. So here we are. It hopefully sounds good. Looks good on our end, so let us know if it's not. Email us at thickthinpod@gmail.com. Super Bowl Sunday. We just watched the end of the game. Kansas City Chiefs won. I'm kidding. Imagine that somebody that doesn't pay attention, this is the first thing they watch.
I know, right?
Nope, the Eagles won. Thank God. Everybody can be happy now. They can shut up about everything being rigged and whatever.
It's rigged.
It's totally rigged. There was only, I watched the game relatively closely. I don't want to say like really closely, but there was like only one call where it was like, that was questionable.
Really?
Yes, but at the same time, they made a very quick makeup call in the Eagles' favor. So it was like, all right, like it seemed
balance.
Yeah, it seemed balanced. And I mean, obviously nobody's gonna say anything because the Chiefs lost. Nobody's gonna be like the ref sucked in that game, except for Chiefs fans. But I mean,
True.
If the Chiefs won, it was gonna be like just
everybody likes them better.
Yeah,
You know.
Patrick Mahomes was sucking the dicks of the refs before the game, like shit like that. And it's like, all right.
No, that was his fried chicken wife.
She doesn't suck dick. You kidding me?
I don't know. Maybe.
She probably sucks the bone off that fried chicken, though, or the chicken.
The way she said it, she probably does.
I don't know. So I guess small recap from the previously on Thick and Thin Pod. That's all right. I'm gonna do that hopefully for editing. And at the beginning of each episode, we'll make it like a dramatic,
like a drama.
Thing. Yeah.
Previously on Thick and Thin.
Did you know farting is actually good for your relationship? That's what the
clip's gonna have.
Yeah, that's exactly what it would be like. But yeah, no, genuinely, we found that farting is considered a healthy relationship trait.
So the experts say.
So we have a healthy relationship. What else?
What else did we talk about? We kind of gave the disclaimer that this isn't a relationship podcast, even though we're in a relationship. But
and it's probably going to end up being a relationship podcast. We should do like it's not a relationship podcast. You know, like in parentheses.
Or
you know,
air quote or
sure, whatever. But you know how like parody movies. That's how they get away with shit.
Yeah.
Like parody stuff. That's how they get away with it.
Like
it's
not
like
another scary movie.
Yeah,
Not another relationship
not another
podcast.
teen movie. And it's like, well, this is exactly what it's gonna be.
Exactly.
That's how porn gets away with it. Or that's from what I hear.
Right.
Is that they'll be like not Pirates of the Caribbean, and then it'll be like not She-Hulk. You know, and it's like, well, it obviously is.
Right, to some extent anyway.
Not Tiger Woods. Yeah. Actually, that would be ideal. So not a relationship podcast, but I think it'll
Creep into the combo every now and then.
Of course it will. I wanted to start because it was, like I said, the Super Bowl just ended. So I did want to show you.
I'm scared.
This was,
God.
in my opinion, by far the most interesting Super Bowl ad.
Oh, gosh. I think I missed this one.
that was out there.
Okay.
So what's up, guys? I spent like all the money for the commercial on these new teeth. So Once again, I had to shoot it on the iPhone.
Bruh, still on anesthesia.
Dude.
That was a Super Bowl commercial?
That was a Super Bowl commercial. In fact, I think it aired more than once.
That little low budget, lame ass shit with his ugly ass teeth. Dude, like he's literally sitting in the dentist chair. We could see the tools.
And it's funny because like all the brand name stuff is blurred out. They're like, we don't want to be a part of this.
Why? Going to Yeezy.com, is that the way to get new teeth? Like, I don't understand what this is supposed to be advertising.
You just got to go find out.
This is dumb. I
mean, probably selling pieces of his wife's dress that she wore to the Grammys.
Oh, God. The invisible dress?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't buy that.
No.
No.
Right, sure.
Question is, was it washed? Because if not, I'm in.
If it wasn't washed?
Yeah, that's the only way it has value. Are you kidding me? It's like, you want to know what Bianca Sensori smells? I don't even know who that is. Who is she?
I knew nothing of her prior to her affiliation with him.
That's what I'm saying. I had no idea who it was.
If your claim to fame is being associated with him, I mean,
you already lost our respect a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's it's kind of crazy. I thought it was hilarious because it was just like, oh, you just do whatever you want. It's like, who gave him that commercial? Like, who paid for that then?
Well, I don't
just
know.
His like
clearly the dentist
team?
office is like, don't keep our name out your mouth, literally.
Like it is. So his marketing team is like, here, just go make it. I don't know. Maybe see now we're talking about it and it's serving the purpose,
right?
But it's like.
He didn't even learn how to talk with the teeth yet. Like, they're that fresh. He's still like, if I got some new teeth and go to my Yeezy.com. Like, bruh, like, let them settle in. Go eat a couple sandwiches and something. Let them sit right first.
That's my favorite part.
Because he's like, I forgot what I was going to say.
He probably has something to say. He's just like,
nitrous oxide hasn't fully worn off yet.
Yeah, yeah, you're probably right. You're just like, what's my website? In fact, the end is probably ADR, where it goes, go to Yeezy.com.
Probably.
That's probably after the fact. Because there's no, I closed it already. But I don't think he actually remembered it in that moment.
Which is a shame because it's like, that's the one thing you should know.
It's his
at
name.
Any given moment.
It's his name.
Yeah, exactly.
He says it in like all his raps.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you not remember?
That nitrous oxide is strong.
He's like, when I shot that, I wasn't Yeezy, I was Yay. It's like, all right, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Whatever, man. Super Bowl thoughts? Congratulations to the Eagles. Way to take down the empire of the Chiefs. That's the only reason people wanted to root for you. Don't pretend like you're America's team or anything. Fucking everybody hates Philadelphia. They just hate Kansas City more.
They were the underdogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Philadelphia fans. Like, good for you, but hate you still. So, yeah. But you would have fucking kicked our ass if you want to play this. So it's whatever. So the Super Bowl, of course, featured one of my favorite artists, Kendrick Lamar. Mm-hmm. We both watched it in real time. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much we can rewatch and show and play. I think maybe we can watch it. We probably can't play the music. Not. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, technically, yeah. I feel like this is probably closely guarded material.
Yeah. So I don't know if we actually want to rewatch it in full, but I don't know. I'll just let it play while we talk, I guess.
Okay.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Cool the consensus from the older generation so far, not so much.
Well, I happen to be with representatives of the older generation while I was on, and they were like, "This is boring."
Nah.
I don't get it. I can't even understand what he's saying.
That's what my mom said, and I was like, "Oh, I'm afraid to tell my girlfriend this because she's gonna be like, your mom is racist."
No,
But
my mom felt the same way.
I don't think it's their fault. I don't think it's his fault. I think that his mic was low.
Yeah,
because he was really hard to hear, and like I knew the songs, and I was like having trouble hearing what he was saying.
That's fair.
I thought the choreography was fantastic,
Yeah.
as always. I mean, I expect nothing less for a Super Bowl and for a Kendrick show.
True.
And this just seemed like a mini Kendrick concert.
I mean, not having anything to reference to, I guess.
I guess this is what I would expect.
Okay,
Maybe
that's fair.
fewer stage props, like the car was probably. Although the fucking has it opened yet? Have we been rewatching? Because when all the people came out in the beginning, did you notice that?
Yeah, it was
It's
a clown
fucking
car.
clown car. Yeah. It was a goddamn clown car of just fucking hip hop dancers. It was the funniest shit. Here they come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They must be coming in from the bottom.
Yeah, because if you look, there is no.
We
you
can't see under the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't see under the car. So there's definitely like the space under the stage that they were using, but it was super clever, and I was laughing really hard when I first saw it. I thought it was really funny. Of course, GNX, the Grand National, his album. What else?
Well, disclaimer: don't put my black card on probation, folks. William is the resident Kendrick expert here.
Fan, not expert.
Well, potato as far as I'm concerned. I was questioning why the use of patriotic colors, even down to Sam Jackson dressed as Uncle Sam.
He's always done
Uncle
that.
Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That
part for sure.
Okay.
But Kendrick has always done stuff like this.
Okay.
Even like in his music videos before, he's always done like the American iconography, and it's a little bit ironic.
Yeah, because I was like, what?
For sure.
Patriotic like that?
There's the part here. I don't know what song it's during, but when they're all fucking like beating by the house, like, oh, this is so sick.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna try to find it.
The part where they kind of stood to look like the flag
Here we go.
was kind of cool looking, especially that aerial shot. Yeah,
That
looks pretty dope.
It's super cool. And this is reminiscent of like his music videos for sure.
Okay.
This part's so badass where they're all just going hard, just bobbing their heads. It's so sick.
I really liked because based on what I've been reading and different people's predictions on the halftime show, the consensus was like, "Oh, Not Like Us" is definitely going to be performed, and I like how he kind of like teased it, like we'd hear a little music, and then it was kind of like, "Not yet." Like I don't know, I like that.
I almost thought that like Fox wasn't going to let him play it.
Why would they ask him to be on the halftime show if they weren't going to let him play it?
Because he's still Kendrick Lamar. He still could have done it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I thought, is that he was gonna tease it and then just like not play it.
I feel like that would have caused rioting in the streets.
Yeah, there would have been more rioting over Kendrick not playing "Not Like Us" than the Philadelphia city is gonna deal with.
For sure.
There was the part where he's like walking down the street when he was like facing the camera. That was really cool. Oh, his bell-bottom jeans, though. Can we talk about that? Like, what the fuck, K-Dot?
That was an interesting choice.
It was an interesting choice.
I was like,
That's a good way to put it.
We just gonna see yo yams all up and through here, okay?
Yeah. I'm not sure. And they look wet at the bottom. No belt. I mean, look at this guy. I don't know, man. He just does what he wants.
Yep. He definitely is a march to the beat of his own drum kind of guy. That's for sure.
Let's see. The part where he goes to like the X, and the camera's in there with him. I love how they this part. This is super sick where he's like stomping toward the camera. That was so cool.
Oh, now you can actually see the camera. I missed that aerial shot before. Okay.
The thing that the Super Bowl halftime show has done better at probably over the last like 5 or 6 years is it's definitely more for the viewers at home than it is for the people.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it used to be like, let's perform for like the people at the, because they'd set up at like 50-yard line, and then the fucking, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
It'd be like a concert. How you do a concert
Yeah.
in a venue like that, more or less. But with fewer people probably on. Even then, they would just have people down there. It wasn't choreographed dances all the time. They would just have people down there.
Yeah.
But like I said, over the last like 5 years or so, it's been much more for like the people at home, and I really prefer that because it's like watching a live music video. It's fucking cool. They do a really good job with it. He calls him ghetto at some point. It's like, dog, cool it, uncle. This part,
Yeah, I like
because he like pops up. He's here, and then the camera moves, and he's gone, and then he like pops up from the bottom at one point. Watch, this shit is so funny. There he is again. No.
You can tell the focus is changing. It's
No,
the
swoop.
boom. Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, this is so cool.
What does the A signify? Because it looks like the Amazon A, which
I don't know.
assuming that's not what that means, but
That I don't know. I don't know, but it's like, I don't know much about his personal life. It might be like a family member, daughter,
maybe, yeah.
wife thing.
That's true. Oh, this is when they first started teasing Not Like Us.
Did this seem long compared to others, or was this pretty much like par for the course?
I mean, they're usually between like 10 and 15, or 10 to 12, I
Yeah.
guess, could factor in time to dismantle or whatever.
Fair enough. SZA was good.
Again, no reference
Shout
to
out
compare
SZA.
to, so...
She's the girl, obviously the girl in the song.
Yeah,
but
because she's supposed to be going on tour with him,
that makes sense.
something, right? Yeah. I think
By the way, we're going, right?
I mean, I hope so.
Dude,
the offer was made.
I want to go now. I really want to go. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, it was pretty decent.
I think it's just a generational thing if you didn't like it
Yeah, for sure.
out here in these streets. Oh, and Serena Williams just crip walking.
I must have looked away on that. I missed that the first
Yeah.
time. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just like, she's in the crowd and she wants to like do a dance. Well, it's like, get her in a shot
Nice.
because she's just like off to the side just dancing. Oh yeah, and then fucking mustard.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because it transitioned out of Not Like Us into the
Yeah,
the
and
TV
I'm
off
assuming
song.
this is DJ Mustard. I don't actually know, but
Oh,
I'm assuming that's who it is.
I would guess so. Yeah, the yellow. I mean, deductive
You
reasoning.
think DJ Mustard always has to wear yellow?
I mean,
That
What
would
is-
be a like.
what does mustard mean for him if not a love for yellow on some
That's
level?
a good question. You want an Urban Dictionary mustard?
Okay,
Go
we'll do
ahead.
that.
Let's see what it could be.
Oh God.
Because now
I'm scared
now there might be like references to Kendrick at this point.
Urban Dictionary.
I don't know, man. He's the coolest. It's not fair. Just everything he does. Look, he's wearing leather gloves. I couldn't do that. To go tell jokes with leather gloves. Imagine.
No.
I'm gonna do it.
They
I'm
would
gonna
be
start
like,
doing it.
no one would pay attention to anything you said. The whole focus would be like, "What's up with these gloves?"
It'd be so fucking distracting.
Mustard is an adjective apparently,
Okay.
as in good, not as food, but naming or calling something mustard means this is good. Last night was mustard. That game was
Okay.
mustard.
This is this is news to me.
Same.
Also, this smile he gives at the end is a side of Kendrick I have to say I've never seen before.
I mean, not that Kendrick.
Look at him. He's such a cutie.
Not that he was without accolades before this, but there has to be a certain extra level of joy. I feel like that smile is for Drake.
Oh, I mean, potentially, yeah.
It's like I got to sing the song "Roasting Your Ass" on the Super Bowl.
On the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
yeah. Say Drake. Actually, can we find that part where because he does make a cute little motion to the camera when he says it. I'm afraid to Play the music.
I was gonna say just put the captions on. I'll tell us
Oh,
where it
good
is.
idea. You're so smart.
I try.
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
There's
Minor.
Serena. Look at her. Oh, dude. Just fucking...
Her shoes are cool.
Back it up here. Beat your ass and have the Bible of God watching.
You might as well just sing it.
Also,
Yeah.
I do think...
Oh, there's where he says Drake.
Okay. I do think he was winded during this. I think this is way more movement than he's used to doing when performing.
Oh, maybe.
Because he was skipping a lot of words.
Try to catch your breath.
Yeah, for sure. And like I don't care. I know the
Yeah,
song. Like
yeah.
I just enjoyed watching him. I'm glad he's on this stage. You know,
Yeah.
it's cool. But I could definitely tell he was like huffing, dude. Like because
True.
he's moving. And
Yeah.
this, I mean, even on like that stage, like we all saw like the Not Like Us when he did it in concert
Mm-hmm.
at the whatever it was, the Forum or whatever. And even that stage is smaller than what that street thing is.
That's fair.
So like even if he's like running, like he wasn't running
No,
by, you know, he's
no.
taking his time. He does what he
Right,
wants.
right.
He's just flowing. But like this is like you got to be here and then you got to book it down
Mm-hmm.
here and just fucking stomp forward, you know, and fucking sashay or whatever.
and be on beat.
And be on beat.
And do your little
yeah.
dance moves. Yeah.
Like this is, I mean, I know he's like done it like a ton of music videos and like I'm sure, like he's obviously a showman. He's a great performer.
Yeah.
But this is probably one of the more intensive things that he's done, I would
That's
guess.
fair. That's fair.
Especially with music videos, it's like acting. Like you can do a lot of takes if you need to. You
if
know,
you need to, you know, strap
Yeah.
on an oxygen mask for a few minutes.
right? Okay. See, Drake. I'm the one up to school with them. I don't like how they do like medleys all the time in Super Bowls. I think that's like a super common thing. I know they only have like 15 minutes. I was like, what am I
Right.
gonna do 3 songs?
Right.
Like I want
They
to jam
wanna-
more in, but sometimes I'm like, and then they go into a
Transition to
different
the-
chorus.
yeah,
I'm like, oh,
yeah.
all right, like
They're trying to get the greatest, the best
yeah,
parts of the
which
most
is-
songs.
It's like,
yeah.
all right, but I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, I assumed that.
It makes sense though. Here he goes. Say Drake. Here he is.
See that he did that same smile.
And
That's
it
what
was-
tells me that other one is probably
dude,
a Drake.
You're so right.
That was a
is that-
smuggy smuggerson smile.
And he is that kind of clever too.
Yes, 100%. Look at He's like, you hated that I'm on this stage, huh?
This is gonna be my next background, I think. This is so good, man.
Yeah.
I love everything about this. This is aura. This
Mm-hmm.
is what the kids call aura.
School me.
Aura.
Oh, like the literal meaning. I thought it was like a slang word or something.
It is. It's like, you know how like Riz, it kind of evolved into aura.
Okay.
In a sense, like you have like the Riz. Dude, you got the aura, man.
I'd agree with that.
And then
Turn his TV off. Turn the TV off. That's right at Drake. I'm sorry. That's so at Drake.
for sure.
I mean, obviously it is joy at being at the Super Bowl, but I feel like that's just like the knife into Drake right now.
I ain't never seen this motherfucker's teeth until tonight.
Well,
Not once in his music video, and I mean I don't religiously watch all his stuff and all his interviews, but
Yeah.
I have never seen this man's teeth. Like it looks like he's got a little bit of a gap, and that's probably the reason for it.
I mean, it's not.
It's not
I've seen.
prominent.
It's not like Michael Strahan gap,
no,
where you can drive a truck through that bitch.
No, it's not. But I don't know. Like I've never seen him smile, and he actually looks like a different person
Yeah.
when he smiles.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's a cutie.
Yeah, I was gonna say he looks like a little cute, like nice little guy.
Yeah, he's gonna try to sell you candy bars.
Not someone who's gonna read you up and down and rip your skin off with words.
Yeah, he will dissect you in
Yeah,
a moment.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's funny. Has Drake ever done a Super Bowl?
I don't think so.
Oh, we'll see. He's got a jewel in his crown that Drake doesn't even have.
I don't. If he did, it was like as a like a guest.
That's fair.
You know, it'd be somebody else's performance. I
Yeah.
don't think he's done it. That'd be pretty crazy.
Well, He's probably not going to do it anytime soon
No,
either.
definitely not. Definitely not. Let's see. We had what?
I was gonna say, we're on the subject of the Super Bowl. Did you see that Seal ad where it has Seal the singer's head on it, Seal the body? That was creepy as shit.
I heard the song, his song playing. Was that related to it?
I mean, the Kiss of the Rose, yeah, that's his biggest hit. But the visual of it was so like, oh yeah,
yeah, that's how it goes, right?
I can't find it.
So it was Seal as a seal?
Yes.
His head on a seal's body?
Yeah.
And what were they trying to sell?
I don't know. I was too distracted by the head on a seal. Exactly. That's exactly
disturbing.
That looks like...
Hold on. Put it in the note so I can bring it up, because this shit is... I was gonna go past it, but...
it looked creepy.
It's super creepy.
Like, you know how, like, have you ever had a situation where, you know, there's imagery along with a thing, and then you can't pay attention to the thing because the imagery is so disturbing?
Yes.
This is that.
Yes.
Okay, I just added it. Yeah, that's it. And I like Seal. I love his songs. I love his voice, but that was a poor choice on whoever decided this would be a great image for a Super Bowl commercial.
Okay, so...
See, they even say bizarre Mountain Dew Baja Blast jingle. It was weird. Why?
I mean,
why, Lord?
Jesus.
Why?
This is... My first instinct is, this is... my next like D&D NPC, like weird, like if when I want something weird for the players to encounter,
is the weird thing like a big turd for us to fight? Because that's what that looks like, a turd with a face.
That's fucked up. You think seal looks like a turd?
I think his face on a seal looks like a turd.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Well, that's obviously what it's for.
I need to know how the boardroom marketing team's conversation went to where they landed on this. What were their other choices that this was the best one?
Yeah, I often wonder these things with a lot of stuff, dude. Like, especially radio commercials. If you ever listen to radio commercials, it's like, who okayed this? Who was like, yeah, let's spend money on this?
Yeah.
Like, I think just hire me. I will write you a better commercial than whatever the fuck. It's crazy. It's like, that seems like easy money, too.
Yeah. I legitimately wondered, did Seal okay this?
I mean, he's in it, so he has to. He needs to film something for it.
What if it was like a Darth Vader situation? Like the dude in the body, David Prowse, whatever his name was, thought he was going to be the shit and be Darth Vader, and then saw the final cut, and he was like, that's not even my voice. Like, what if this was Seal, thought he was recording something like a cocktail with some Mountain Dew on the beach, and they're like, nah, just Photoshop that head out and put it on this thing.
I mean, it's not impossible, but I feel like that's unlikely. Because it's like Mountain Dew isn't going to want the kind of publicity when Seal goes like, hey, they made me into a giant turd.
But it would have been seen by then. The damage is done.
Refreshing.
It's kissed by the perfect amount of tropical lime.
Okay, it is in the tune of...
Yeah. And that's the recoil moment right there.
Okay, this is hilarious. This is really funny.
This is the stuff that nightmares are made out of.
This is hilarious.
Maybe that was the pitch meeting. Like, I drank too much Mountain Dew last night and I had a dream the seal was a seal. And they were like, someone dropped that down.
Well, it is one of those things of like, how has no one thought of this? Seal
This is
seal.
why.
His name is Seal. It's like
God.
it's like someone named Ant. Now I'm gonna with our friend Ant in the suit.
Gosh.
We're gonna make a sketch with him as an ant.
No.
That's the obvious thing to do here.
Ant, I know we haven't met,
Do it.
I've seen you. You probably haven't seen me. Please don't do this.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't let them put your face on a literal ant.
He will because
Don't.
we're in control of him.
Don't do it. Say no.
We control
Say
him.
no. I'm in your
doesn't
corner,
have-
man. Say no. Let this be a cautionary tale. Don't do it. Don't do it.
If you ever want to make it in comedy, and you will do this.
Don't do it. This will tank your career before it starts. Don't do it.
Whatever. I think this is hilarious. I don't
No,
care.
it's not.
This is super funny.
No.
I was disturbed by
it's
the
a
picture.
singing turd.
The picture disturbed me, but this is hilarious.
This is a singing wet turd. Why is his head ashy? It couldn't even be like a well moisturized seal.
He's moisturized. It's glistened.
The top of that head was ashy as hell.
No,
Go back to that
that's
aerial swoop down.
Crazy.
They do. You have to go back that fast. Yeah, right here.
Right here.
That looks like seal needs some damn shea butter on the top of that head. Look at that ash. Look at all that ash right there.
That's
that gray
glare.
area.
That's glare.
That head look rusty.
How dare you hate on Seal like this? This is crazy.
I wanted Seal.
wild.
I wanted you to say no to this.
This is unbecoming of you.
Seal. You should have said no to this.
Oh, what you do, yeah. Through what a shame. I want this. I want this on my phone, dude. Is
No. He has whiskers too. Oh God, bruh.
this is hilarious.
No.
10 out of 10
No.
Mountain Dew.
I
You
want
guys
more for
killed
you,
it.
Seal.
You guys killed it. This is awesome.
I don't like it. I don't like
This is
it.
amazing, dude.
Put in the comments, folks. How many are team I like this versus team
Yeah.
no?
This is way better than the Yay commercial, though.
I mean, that's a low bar, though.
Oh, this is
Me
hilarious.
picking my nose is a better commercial than the Yay commercial.
I love everything about. He looks like a cat in this picture. Oh,
See, they even look disturbed. And not from them shark fins.
Well, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Blast of tropical lime.
that was awesome.
Good-looking seal.
Hey,
None of this makes sense.
Thank you.
hey. See, they know, but they know what they're doing because now we're talking about it again.
like it.
It all works, man. Whatever their marketing team does, Yeezy, you figured it out. Mountain Dew, they fucking hit the nail on the head, man. Whatever you want to think about it. They hit
I mean,
the nail on the head.
if
It's
you're
so
operating
funny.
under the all press is good press, okay, but
I love everything
Bound to drop
about
the
this.
line.
I'm gonna listen to this over and over again.
couldn't they just had a regular seal just singing the song? Why do we need the human seal's face on it? My flippers can't hold Mountain Dew. How the mighty have fallen.
This is great. This is so funny.
No.
My flame.
Well, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Mountain Dew.
I love it. I thought I was gonna hate it. I thought I was gonna have a lot more to say about it, but I think that's fantastic.
Nope. Hated it. Living color reference for those out there that were fans.
That hated it. Mm-hmm. No. So what's next? You've been forcing me to watch Scandal,
Oh.
and it's better
Okay.
because the first episode has this pacing about it that doesn't keep up in the rest of the episodes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. The more shows I watch, the more I have to acknowledge that pilot episodes rarely capture what the rest of the show will ultimately be.
I suppose, but what are you doing then?
I mean, they have to start somewhere, but watching it through your eyes, who had never seen it, I was like, oh, this looks soap opera-y, and I'm like, I just need to get them. And then so when we never picked it up after to go to see episode 2, and you were just kind of like, I was like, oh, yeah, I just need him to hear one of them epic monologues, and I know he's gonna be in.
Yeah, I don't know. It's to be honest, I think I have more of an interest in like the episodic, like small stories than about like the overarching one. I'm like, I don't fucking care about your affair with the president. Probably spoilers, by the way.
I mean,
I know, but
yeah. Well, what I like about the show is that, I mean, there is a season that they deviate and they kind of pissed off fans a little bit, but we're far from there. But I like how they, per episode, there's the small story, but yet they keep the momentum and arc of the over big story.
yeah.
And like, I know we just completed season 1, but you know, you talked about the pacing, like it's about to be like snappy, boom, boom, boom. Like, I don't know. I really love it. I can't say that enough. So I'm really excited for you to see some more. I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
You're getting there. I feel like I can't wait till you get the first time when you're going to be like, oh, like those kind of moments are coming.
When that fucking dude stabbed the other dude with the scissors, that was pretty unexpected. I was like, fuck, dude.
You're in for a treat.
And this goes into, I mean, I in my other podcast, the Buddycast, which you can find on YouTube as well as anywhere you find podcasts, we were talking, I should have been a politician. That's like one of those things, like, I should have been a politician. I could just stab reporters and shit. Just fucking.
Well, speaking of that, like, watching Scandal makes me want to be like an Olivia Pope. I would love to be like the behind the scenes political fixer.
Yeah,
oh,
that'd be fun.
I would love to do that. So yeah, go be a politician so I can be your campaign manager. I can be your Cyrus Bean.
Yeah. You can off people.
Well, you know, all in the name of protecting the Republic, right? I'm kidding.
The
FBI.
Republic. Yes, for the empire. The
empire.
The people,
Don't say that.
For the yeah. Have we been watching anything else? No, that's pretty much it, huh? We've been getting back into Critical Role, our favorite D&D show. Mm-hmm. Getting through that 6-hour episode of Downfall. We really fell behind.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up, especially when you're trying to watch it with someone else, and it's 4-hour episodes.
It's long.
It's hard to keep up on. So,
well, based on when we fell off, it was it was in like July, like right when we got the freaking thing blow up, and
oh yeah.
So when I saw the date of the episode where we last left off, I was like, oh, our life was kind of blowing up. Then that makes sense.
There was something that I saw earlier on like today's date in history.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember which one it was. Oh wait. It's down here somewhere. I know it is. Oh yeah. On this date in 1961, there's actually two things that are kind of related. Mm-hmm. In 1961, the Beatles played at the Cavern Club. They performed under the name The Beatles for the first time following their return to Liverpool from Hamburg. Mm-hmm. And then in 1964, they made their first appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, performing before a record-setting audience of 73 million viewers across the United States.
In the 60s, that's pretty
impressive
numbers.
Like,
I mean, that's impressive numbers now.
Yeah, I wonder what the population of the United States was in 1964.
It's probably 73 million.
So everybody
watched, yeah. Because the if I'm not mistaken, that Ed Sullivan appearance is pretty much how America was introduced to the Beatles, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey Siri, what was the population of the United States in 1964?
As of 2024, The population of the United States was 340,110,988.
That is not what you
He
asked.
said 2024.
24.
What can I say it a better way for him, dumbass, to understand me?
Don't be insulting Sarik. Sarik in 1961. What was the Oh, did I say Hey Siri?
No, he
No.
said Sarik, you psycho.
Sorry. Hey Siri.
He's your house slave.
What? Stop it. What was the population of America in 1961?
In 2024,
Okay.
the population
Cancel,
of the
you
United
stupid
States
asshole.
was
He doesn't even listen to that.
110,988.
Sarik, you suck at listening.
Whatever. But that's definitely a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, because like our population has been like exponential, right? Pretty much. So it was probably less than 250 million at that point. We're at
Oh,
like
yeah.
360 something
not
million
more.
now. So
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah,
In 60 years? Oh, yeah.
yeah. So they probably hit like a third
Damn.
ish, and maybe not quite a third, but a fifth.
That's still impressive,
Still,
yeah.
The fact that you can quantify it in less than like a tenth, or greater than it, whatever. I don't know how to talk about fractions that way, like comparatively.
I mean, greater than a tenth is fine.
But when you're talking about whatever, talking about measuring like something, and it's like, I don't know, a tenth is a quarter is greater than a tenth. Yeah.
Correct.
Yep. This shouldn't have said anything.
It's all right.
Look stupid.
It's fine.
Trying to see if there's anything else. This is a good one that might lead into something else that we watched recently. On this date in 1986, Halley's Comet last appeared in the inner solar system.
That's the last time it appeared?
Yeah, that is something that I would like to be alive for when it comes back, and it doesn't come back until like 2060 something.
Ooh.
Let me
26. So in another 40 years?
It comes around like every 80 something years, 72 to 80 years.
I think my shot was the first time.
Yeah. You can,
Well, wait, 40? What did it say? 40 years? I could make it another 40 years.
yeah. 2061 is when it's going to come back.
We could do that.
We can make that.
We could make it.
We can make it. Hallie, not Haley. Sorry, Hallie.
Wait. Oh, I was going to say, how do you know that? But okay.
Right?
Wait, go back up. Didn't I see Hayley up in there? Spellings of whatever's name during this lifetime include Haley, Hallie, Holly, and Holly.
Holly, dude. You spell it Hawley.
That sounds country as hell.
You're a hick.
You go outside to see that Holly's Comet.
Hey, you know my granddaughter Holly? Holly. Holly. So if your name is Holly spelled like that, you're a truck driver as a woman. It's like,
Holly.
yeah.
You gotta lean into the AW. Holly.
Yeah, you pee into a funnel. On the regular.
That's oddly specific.
You know, they have those like woman urinal things. You ever seen those?
No, I haven't.
All right, never mind. Oh,
I
shut
always
up.
wonder about those though.
What do you mean? You don't know about it?
I've never seen one, but I've heard about them. But like, I would think that involves touching the vag. Like, who would want to touch your vag?
It goes around your fucking your shit. See? It's like, dude, it's just
I'm not. So the top part is where you put it on your shit.
yeah, and it's gonna like fit around it.
But see, that's the thing. Does everybody get issued one of these, or is everybody?
What do you mean? Does everybody get issued?
Well,
one?
okay. Is there an attachment you put it on to? Because I'm not gonna put my cooch on something that somebody else put their cooch on.
No, this is something you can buy like at CVS. It's like your own. That's what I'm saying. If you're a truck driver, you'd have your own.
Oh, when you said, like, have you seen those female urinals? I thought you meant, like, a public thing.
No.
Okay,
no.
because I was like,
sorry.
no.
I'm sorry. No. They're like portable. Yeah, portable receptacles.
Okay, gotcha. But how do you use that if you're sitting? And if you can stand, then you can pull
Dude,
over
with,
and go to the
with
bathroom.
cruise control, and just, but if you're on a time crunch here, you got to get to
But see,
fucking Omaha.
Okay, but ours is in the
Hawley's
center,
Trucking Company.
not in front. Like, okay,
You know,
you're imagining as like male genitalia. It's in front. Like we're sitting on our hole when we're sitting.
yeah. So that's why I lean forward, so it's facing more out.
I can't imagine a situation where I would need to pee but can't stop and stand.
Yeah, well, your livelihood's never depended on it, like these lovely
I don't-
female drivers
I
that
don't
work
want a
for
job
Holly.
that means I can't stop and use a toilet, or at the very least do it outside, not in
Yeah.
a bottle.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hallies.
I would like to be around for Holly's comet.
Comet.
Holly's
Your
comet.
Michigan is showing.
Comet.
Holly's Comet.
Holly?
See, now you
Whatever.
look. We've said it too many
Too many
times, so where it doesn't
times,
mean
yeah.
anything anymore.
Will next appear in mid 2061. I'm here for it, dude. That's the only thing. That's why I'm getting back in the gym, so I can see Halley's comet.
That's your motivator.
That's my
To see
motivator.
okay.
Sorry, should it be something more romantic? Like I want to live a long time with you.
I mean, just wanting to live a long time. It doesn't even have to be for me.
Wow. That's what I should have said. That would have been the smart thing to say.
I can just imagine you like on a treadmill and you just have a picture of a calendar that has August 4th, 2061, and you're just like, we're just gonna get there. One more mile, we gonna get there.
This is somewhat interesting. It reached its aphelion. I don't know how that word is pronounced, or is it aphelion?
I would guess a letter.
2 Decembers ago, which means that's like the furthest it gets away from us before it turns around.
Swings
So
back.
it is on its way back as of December 2023. That's kind of
That's a
cool,
long
right?
trip, yeah.
That's kind of interesting. It was 35.14 astronomical units away.
Dang.
Wild. And it's going to be within 0.6 when it passes by.
That's crazy.
Pretty wild. But that leads us into, I mean, I know we were kind of talking about things we were watching. We watched a space documentary
Oh, yes, we did.
because I saw a headline that said the Voyager 1 spacecraft had reached, it was like 70 something million kilometers or something like
I
that.
thought it was billion, no?
Billion?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't remember, what was the first question you started asking?
Oh, I think I'd asked, because it said something like, when was it launched? And then I was like, how did they know that the battery was going to last like over 50 years or whatever? And that's kind of how we snowballed into.
Yeah, and I was like, they shut it down sometimes, and
But still wild.
they do math and stuff, and they figure it out. That was my answer.
It's still wild to me to think that something made in 1977, so 1977 technology, they could foresee would last till now, battery-wise. Whereas, like,
Yeah.
we can't get an iPhone battery
And
to last barely beyond a day, but
Yeah.
they foresaw, like,
And when we watched that Voyager documentary, they glossed over that really quickly.
Yeah.
They were like, "There's a fucking Radeon neutralized battery, the fusion core."
Yeah.
It's like, wait, hold on, time out. Can we slow this down? How is this like? What is this battery like? Again, like, why isn't this in like cars and shit? And
exactly. Unless it's something like so, because they know it's going to be out in space, it's something so radioactive that, they had to have a hazmat suit to put it in this thing, like it couldn't be just around people. I don't know.
it's possible.
So we're just sending something out into some other civilization that's going to fuck them up.
yeah, it's just gonna make them all sick.
Yeah.
They'll
We're
never.
just going to Columbus up the fucking.
Yeah. What if they have no value for
system?
gold? They just don't care. They don't see the value in it.
What if gold to them is like styrofoam to us?
Yeah. They're like, oh, great, packing peanuts.
Oh, honey, we got another plate, I guess.
This one has
some mashed potatoes on it.
This one has pictures on it.
Yeah, exactly.
These edges are going to be annoying. Food's going to get in it. From all the. Oh, I guess we should say there's a record on the Voyager spacecraft, that you can play like on a record player. They make a lot of assumptions with this spacecraft. First of all, that it's not just going to go straight plunging into a star.
True.
And like just everything's going to be lost.
Preserved, yeah. Or that, yeah. I think it's so preserved.
They assume that wherever it goes, they'll have the technology to be able to stop it, to find it. Like we were talking, and it's like, yo, if there was a civilization before us, it's one of those, and it passed us more than 50 years ago, we wouldn't have noticed it. You never would have. Maybe they would have known, but they probably would have been like, just let it go.
Yeah.
If it's not like.
And also, like, if it's some material that either we deem as like trash or basic or even valuable, like, you know, just imagining us being on the receiving end of something, we'd just been like, what is it? This is
I don't know.
a piece of trash.
I think
This is a
we'd
piece
be.
of plastic
No,
or
I think
whatever.
we'd be super fascinated if we were like, this is. I was gonna say man-made, but made by something other than us. That would freak us the fuck out.
But what I'm saying, what if whatever material they use that they think is going to preserve aspects of their humanity is something we deem as trash? Like, what if it was, you know, styrofoam to us, but it's like the quintessential valuable currency to them, or you know what I mean? Or what if it's like a Dorito bag? You know, I don't know, but we're just gonna look at it and be like, so.
Or like, what about all the time capsules like that are in the ground that will have been forgotten? Mm-hmm. Just people will find them someday.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
I want to know how many time
Bouncy
capsules we have randomly from other places that we just don't know, that were like sent here in space or something.
Oh, I mean, that's what the pyramids are. So I don't know. Yeah, no, it was weird, man. Mm-hmm. It was weird to think about. Oh yeah, and the assumption that they'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, like, how do we even know that they're going to be life forms that can see? Like,
True.
What if they have to like feel? Just like it's just like it's just like ooze over everything, and that's how they like figure out what it is. I don't know.
What if they don't
like,
even have ears?
Right. Yeah, why put music on it? Mm-hmm. And especially, like, you think they'd have, like, the foresight to be like, this music is going to be outdated.
I mean, everything is going to be outdated. Because let's just say for shits and gigs, this was launched in 1977.
Yeah.
And let's say in even 100 years, some other civilization gets it and figures that it decodes it or whatever, is able to listen to it. That is going to be the equivalent of like us discovering a dinosaur bone. Like our culture, our society, our way of life is going to be so far past 1977 that any intel they get on us is going to be like outdated information almost.
Right.
Essentially, to some extent.
Yeah, I mean, our DNA is going to be different.
Yeah.
Like,
it's going to be like that's prehistoric man,
for
relatively
sure,
speaking,
for
stuff
sure.
that we've sent them.
I mean, it's what, 40, how many years ago? 77?
So 48?
48 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so outdated. Like, nobody listens to Chuck Berry anymore.
I mean, we're still aware of who he is, but it's
Yeah.
not like it's not a
prevalent.
household name.
I mean,
now.
the stuff like Beethoven, Bach, that makes
That's
sense.
timeless,
Because that's
yeah.
like, it's not only is it timeless, but it's like, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's like beautiful, you know? And like, I think that's the message that we should want to send out.
fair.
Not fucking like Johnny Be Good. You know, like, I don't really know that song, but I know that's the song that's on
all
the
Chuck
record.
Berry songs kind of sound alike, if I'm being honest.
I'm sure a lot of triplets.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, some stuff like that.
Run, Rudolph.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they all sound the same.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's in line, and he does the fucking like dance thing.
Oh, except for that Yoko
Oh
Ono
yeah,
video.
yeah. Dude, fucking what a perfect segue. We're so good at this. All right, so you saw this for the first time today.
Yeah.
I had seen this before. This is a famous clip, and of course you're a singer, so you have much more insight in this than I do.
I completely gel with Chuck Berry's face on this video.
If you've never seen this, is super funny. Oh wait, let me make sure we're skippity bopping. There we go. Oh Lord,
What?
there we go. Why is it not?
Oh, you gotta start. Wait, what? Right there, that long blink is the picture that it says 1,000 words. Oh my god. One more time. I gotta see it one more
What the
time.
fuck, dude?
Wait. That face right there is like, remember that you're on the golden record that went on the Voyager. You're special. Just take a deep breath. Remember, you're better than this.
The Beatles ain't on the fucking Voyager
You're
record.
better than this hollering heifer. They ain't got no sense of tone.
Dude.
Or
It is so crazy.
I
Here's the thing, and then like, you know, Yoko Ono basically split up the Beatles. She's not even hot.
I mean, maybe she well, until she starts singing anyway. She might have been all right back then. I don't know what she looked like.
But like, when did they meet? They couldn't have been that much.
I don't know.
I mean, this is what the 80s.
I'm guessing that's the 70s. What, did he get shot in like 77, 78?
I couldn't tell you.
Hey Siri, when did John Lennon die?
John Lennon died December 8th, 1980 at age 40 in New York City.
Okay, 80. I was off. So this had to be the 7. Based on
Okay.
the fashions, I'm guessing 70s.
That's
here.
fair. Yeah.
But oof. Yeah.
I think in the 70s, Asians were just like exotic still. Like it was like a rarity,
As far as
you
to
know?
American
Yeah,
men, American
yeah.
men, yeah, in particular, probably.
Especially when she was like, I'm Yoko Ono. And they're like, oh.
I'm married to John Lennon.
No, that's not what she said. I'm sorry.
Hold on. You can do the accent. I'm not going to do the accent.
Oh, no, the John Rennan. I am married to John Rennan. I am married to John Rennan. I teach him use chopstick.
Also, I feel like a part of his face right here is wondering how John Lennon, master songwriter, a person that generated things like the Imagine lyrics, he's like, how did you let this woman get on this stage right now when you're so much more musically capable?
Right now, he took a deep breath. He went, this motherfucker pussy whipped. That's what that looked like.
I was even looking at John Lennon's face, and he don't even seem fazed by it. He's just like, oh, it's Tuesday.
He's on drugs, man.
Nobody seems fazed by it but Chuck Berry.
Look at his face. This looks weird to me.
He looks
Is that
that looks like
is that-
some drugs.
Or like the colorization is off. That's what I think. I think this was not originally in color.
In the 70s?
I don't know.
I think it is.
But like, why does his face look like that?
I think he had on some shitty makeup
he
and
have
poor
plastic
lighting.
surgery?
And he's probably sweaty because there's some glistening
fair.
on his cheeks there.
He looks super weird.
They probably are all on some LSD crap to get through that performance.
For sure.
And Chuck Berry's like, y'all couldn't share with a brother to help me out? Look at that face. He's pissed.
He's looking at his manager like, what the fuck did you sign me up for?
Bro, I didn't realize John Lennon had some Coke bottle-ass glasses there. Them things
Yeah, those are...
they are thick.
That's like 2 like pieces of water. You know what I'm saying? It's like, have you ever seen A Bug's Life?
No, I actually haven't.
Well, this is not a spoiler. There's a point in the movie where the little ant, he grabs a little piece of grass and he rolls it up into a cone and he grabs a dewdrop and he puts it in it and he makes a telescope with it.
That's them glasses.
That's them glasses, exactly. Those are fucking dew glasses.
Yeah. Them glasses look like they're concaved out the front.
Yeah, for sure. They do. Oof. They're like pogs, like a slammer. He has slammers for glasses.
Damn. Those glasses look like if he went outside and looked up at the sky, he might fry his eye out.
Are we sure John Lennon didn't just become Elton John?
I mean, have they been in the same place at the same time?
Ooh, now we're on to something.
John Lennon,
I mean, look at him. He has the same hair
Elton
style.
John went and got some LASIK, pre-LASIK surgery and was like, give me some different glasses and I'm coming back as somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'm going to be into men this time.
The timbre of their voices is actually kind of similar now I'm thinking about it.
Can you feel?
Huh.
Imagine all the people. I don't know. I don't know the Imagine song, I'll be honest with you.
I mean, you were singing it right.
That was it? Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know if that was the one.
But Elton John doesn't have that thick Liverpool accent, though. Or do they all have that same accent? I feel like Paul McCartney and Ringo did.
Beatles. Hi, John.
Yeah.
I'm coming
Elton
down to Brooklyn.
His accent doesn't sound like that, though.
John Lennon doesn't sound like this.
No, John Lennon does. Elton John doesn't.
Elton John sounds like this. Well, Elton John sounds like this. No, that's Australian.
Yes.
I don't know what Sir Elton John sounds like.
He sounds a little bit more proper.
A little more proper, a little more done some drugs in my life.
He wouldn't say me life.
No?
No.
Drugs in my life. My. I've been knighted by the Queen of England, so I can't speak like a
Elton John,
a peasant, as it were.
He's not speaking Cockney like Eliza Doolittle.
I'm held to a much higher esteem now. Meanwhile, Chuck Berry, this motherfucker,
right? Got me out here looking crazy, listening to this heifer scream. Poor man.
Hot.
I feel you, Chuck. I feel you.
We're with you, Chuck. We're with you in spirit. I think we had one more thing here.
Okay.
And we can wrap it up. This is your thing.
Yeah. I thought this was weird. So this article says, cuddle cafes in Japan let customers canoodle with or gaze at strangers for $6.
All right. What the fuck does canoodle mean, dude?
It's like a snuggle.
I've never heard this term.
I have.
You've heard this term before? Mm-hmm. Canoodle?
Yeah, it's pretty much like snuggling.
We were just canoodling?
Yeah.
I would break up with a woman if she said that. Hey, do you want to come canoodle? I'm like, is that sexual? I would have to go to Urban Dictionary for that. And if
you don't even have to go to Urban Dictionary. You can just go to a regular dictionary.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's a real word.
That is a real word.
That seems fake.
Let me prove it.
This seems like skibbity toilet.
No. Canoodle.
Strict social norms in conservative country lead large numbers of young people to shun closeness in intimate relationships.
Okay. Look at here.
Canoodle. To engage in amorous embracing, caressing, and kissing. Okay, so it's sexual.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
now I'm in.
This is weird to me because I mean one of my a common societal rant I have is that society is becoming less social and losing the ability to actually be social just on basic levels. And it's like the fact that there is this need is like you have to pay someone to just hug and snuggle with you. That's sad to me.
I also
who would wait, scroll back up because there was another aspect of this. It was canoodle and what? Oh, gaze at. That sounds creepy as shit.
That part's weird.
Hey, for $6, can I just
I don't know. Apparently, Scandal made it really romantic somehow. I fucking hated that scene.
The 1 minute.
Oh God, I hated it. It was awful. I
But
was
like,
can I look anywhere else
Sure
but the
you can.
screen? It was super weird.
but just okay. So
You fucking weirdo.
You being a third
I'm
party-
gonna do that with you someday.
you being a third party observer
minute.
to them staring made you uncomfortable. How many seconds would it take for you to become uncomfortable at somebody just staring at you?
Not many.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like, is it? I guess what's this? What's the situation? It says it says to allowing customers to hug with or gaze at strangers. So it's just like, I guess like you're all kind of in a social contract where if you're in there, you
can be gazed at.
Yeah. I bet you there's a gaze room.
That sounds creepy as shit. How does that not give you a complex?
I don't know. I think people are just sad. But it's like, dude, if you're going to pay for... It's like, pay for sex.
Exactly.
Go get a hooker.
Why are you half-assing it with a snuggle and a stare?
Because this is inevitably going to turn into like, he was gazing at me and then he's turning jerking off. And, you know what I mean? Like, it just like...
Scroll up a little. They have pictures. Like, okay, the one on the left looks like an innocent hug, but...
I don't know. She looks like she's in a maid costume. Like, this is...
I mean,
I would love to see what's on her bottom half.
Just at face value, that looks like a platonic hug to me. But this picture on the right, it's like, well, number one, which one is the paying customer?
I think they're just like sharing secrets, but he is laying on her ass, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool, dude.
So, like,
Good for you.
Is he the customer or is she the customer?
I don't know, but he's 180 degrees from having a good time.
180 degrees if he rotates which way?
It doesn't matter. 180 degrees, he'd be face down.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you mean rotate, like rolling over?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. This was so weird to me.
This is very weird.
I was like, how emotionally and socially detached is this society that this is a thing that
This
people would pay for?
Can't be real. A study found 45% of women and 25% of men aged 16 to 24 are uninterested in or even averse to sexual
believe it.
contact. How?
Because people are becoming... It's like the whole dating thing and the reason why birth rates are so low. People are losing the ability to actually communicate and be in person with people. All they know is like online interactions.
But don't you still want to have sex? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sure the desire is there, but
just get
to
a
get
toy.
to the socialization required to get there is probably making them uncomfortable.
You know, the Japanese got the best toys out in the game. So, they're like, I don't need a man. I got the fucking Puzzle Pulverizer 2004.
They have that, and then they're like, for $6, I'll go get a hug, and it'll be great.
Yeah. If I
That's
need
so weird to me.
I need to come mostly, but if I need intimacy, I will go to the
Cuddle Cafe.
Canoodle Cafe.
Canoodle Cafe. Wait, so what? Meanwhile, a cabinet office survey in 2022 revealed that more than a quarter of Japanese people in their 30s have no plans to marry. Okay, that's not necessarily a weird thing. Living alone is also becoming more common, with 34% of all households composed of single people.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Living good.
According to Japan
Or they're
Today,
in debt.
a
Sincerely.
20-minute nap at the cafe costs 3,000 yen, while a full 10-hour overnight session... Oh, so are we sleeping with people? 50,000 yen, $320. For an additional 1,000 yen, customers can rest their head on a waitress's lap, okay, or cuddle with her for 3 minutes. That picture looks a little sus.
The same fee also allows a 1-minute gaze into her eyes or a comforting pat on the back. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. And she goes, 1 minute.
Oh my god. Such cafes have strict
and
rules
look
for
at the
female
waitress's
staff.
name. Fucky. I mean,
I'm guessing that's supposed to be Fuki?
either
Like
way.
Yuki?
Either way. Fuki, fucky, fucky, sucky, suki,
Like
fuki.
Fukushima, it's Fuki.
Okay, it's still sexual. It's
To you,
to
Western
all-
American man?
To all male customers.
Okay.
A male customer, Inui, that's not hot at all, said, when I talk to girls in real life, I don't know what they are thinking. Yeah, that's part of the fucking game, dude. Even if they smile sweetly, they might be lying or criticizing me behind my back. Oh my God, dude, you have real issues.
Yeah. So
you need
how
to
does
talk
this
to someone.
wait? So how does this canoodle cafe solve that? You still don't know if they're lying or criticizing you or
Hey,
what they're thinking.
Oh, hey, by the way, they are lying. That's the caveat here.
I mean,
they are definitely lying to you. So I guess that is the comfortability, is that you know that they're lying to you. It's like strippers, kind of.
I mean, I guess, but how do you learn to attract women if you don't interact with them?
That also,
In a non-paid situation.
if you don't think that waitress is criticizing you after you leave,
I mean, if I worked in that cafe, which I never would, but if I worked in that cafe, I'm criticizing everybody that come up in here.
Like, he laid his head on me, and I kind of put my hands through his hair, and it was just oily and fucking gross. It's like, well, this is why you don't fucking get any pussy. But I can't tell him that because he's paying for this time.
Exactly.
You know?
Hugging or gazing at a sweet girl might not fix everything, but it helps ease loneliness and gives people the energy to face life's challenges. I feel like this would increase loneliness. Because if you have to simulate basic human interaction, doesn't it make you feel worse?
I don't know.
If I have to pay somebody to hug me, I think I would feel worse about myself even after receiving the hug.
See, that was always my argument with like paying for sex. Like that, I've always said like it doesn't interest me at all because part of the joy of sex for me is that the other person is into it and wants to do it as well.
True.
And if I know that I'm like you're gonna do it just because I'm paying you, it's like that's not
true.
you
But
know.
I don't think everybody has that mindset going into paying for sex either. I think, there's probably a bunch of reasons, but people just want to get their rocks off with no attachment, or I feel like there's an array of reasons why somebody would pay for a hooker. This, I don't know, speaks to a different level of sadness, in my opinion.
Yeah. Here's this. Critics, however, have concerns. Physical contact with strangers can make some people uncomfortable. Well, they probably would go in there if they were.
Yeah.
Warning that might discourage real life relationships, worsening social isolation. Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Wait, we'll go down two paragraphs.
This is
I just
great.
saw it.
Hell yeah. In late 2023, the Sechi Hokoya restaurant in Nagoya made headlines with its slap service, where kimono-clad staff would slap customers for 300 yen or $2.
Slap them where?
I would pay $2 to. I'd be like, hey, here's $2. Can you go slap that person?
Oh, I would pay for that. I'd pay way more than $2 for you to slap it to somebody else.
Hey, can you go? How much to slap that baby over there? Is that additional to slap
I would be
babies?
like, can I just rent you Monday through Friday and you come with me to work and just slap all the livelong day?
Every time I make this motion to you, you just go, whoop-ah,
yeah.
and I'll slide you I'll Venmo you $2 every time.
When I make this look at you to this person,
Yeah.
look, when I go like this, that's the person I need you to slap.
Go.
And I need you to rear your hand back and get some momentum. Slap the taste out their mouth. No.
Oh, man. It's, I mean, there's there was something that, we talked about on the Buddy Cast that was kind of in line with this. It was like where people pretend to be like babies, it's like adult daycare shit.
Like, how much do they pretending to be like babies, like diapers?
Full on. Yeah. And it's like
Is somebody changing you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
And it's like not necessarily like a fetish, but
How is that not a fetish?
Because it's not sexual, I guess. They're
Then
not
what?
like doing it to like come. It's an emotional support thing.
I mean, fetishes aren't necessarily geared toward climaxing, are they?
Pretty sure they are.
I don't think so.
Well, Hey Siri, what's a fetish?
Look, I'm just gonna look it up because I don't.
A fetish is an object believed to have supernatural powers, or in particular,
This isn't fucking World of Warcraft, Siri.
Power over others.
Okay.
This is from
Oh.
Wikipedia. For more, say open this on iPhone.
Shut up.
Okay. The first thing is what he said. An object of irrational reverence or obsessive devotion. An object. Why? I didn't realize this was a noun.
Obsessive devotion.
An object or body. Wait. An object or bodily part whose real or fantasized presence is psychologically necessary for sexual gratification. All right.
So that's,
And that is an object of fixation to the extent that it may interfere with complete sexual expression.
But what was the
Fixation.
What was the early one? Oh, you said fixation.
Yes, yeah, down
So,
here.
so I guess that
Okay. I
it
stand
kind of,
corrected.
but at the same time, it I guess so. It depends on the context.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I guess so. It is. It would be considered a fetish because it's like it's an obsession.
You're right. Right.
But it's not. I guess it's not necessarily a sexual thing.
So, tell me more about this place. Like, what now? They pretend to be babies and get changed
Yeah.
and shit and pee on themselves.
Yeah,
and-
and they have people go. And they.
I mean, I'm trying not to kink shame or yuck somebody's yum, but ooh.
Yeah, nope. It's okay. Trump's in office. We can talk shit about whoever we want. It doesn't matter anymore.
He seems like the type that would partake of that.
Anything else?
No, not that I can think of. So.
Cool. Tell people where to find you real quick.
Ooh, do you want to find me? I don't know. You can follow me on Instagram at. I don't even know what my Instagram handle is. Is it eb_Nick NICEB_NIC? And I post snarky, weird stuff just randomly. I like to post dog stuff. There's no rhyme or reason, but follow me if you want.
Yeah. Cool. Follow me on Instagram at Willie_D20 for all my comedy stuff. Every Thursday, I'm in downtown Riverside at Back to the Grind. That's my regular spot. So if you're in the area and you want to see some comedy, we're there every week. I will be in Yucaipa, California on March 1st. Ontario Improv, February 26th. Tickets are available now at ontarioimprov.com. Promo code BUDDY will save you some cash. There was something else. Subscribe. What is it? Like, subscribe, share.
Mm-hmm.
Like, subscribe, share. All this stuff. I think we're going to do this every week. I think we can do it.
I think so.
We haven't gotten sick of each other in 5 years. I think we can do a podcast.
We're in for
Talk
it.
to each other for a little bit every time. So, all right. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you later.
Bye.